Hello team! Today we are presenting a customer review of the Jeep Avenger as a vocational rental car, along with the travelogue from our journey through the Republic of Serbia. We will cover approximately 1,000 kilometers together, and as always, we will pay close attention to the details. Due to time constraints, I am planning to publish 2 videos. One will focus on a technical review, while the other will include a road log along with technical details. Since it is now October 2025, the time of year when car models change, I will present the technical review first. The full review will hopefully be published by the 2026 vacation season. Let's start the day with a cheerful good morning. A few days ago, I was excited about the opportunity to rent something for our journey that is more than just a suitcase with wheels. Now, we are in the parking lot of the legendary Airstar Hotel in Belgrade, Serbia. Look at this. We have a bumblebee-colored Jeep ready for adventure. I've never driven a Jeep before, so I'm a bit worried about the buttons and shifters that are typically found in off-road vehicles. Let's start driving this Jeep Avenger Longitude, a beast with a petrol engine. I must admit, I am somewhat skeptical. You know what's strange? I can't find any unfamiliar buttons or controls inside the car. It has a standard manual gear, adaptive cruise control, which is good, and an electric handbrake. I raised the seat to get a better line of sight, but it doesn't give me the feeling of being the king of the terrain. The issue is that the car isn't as impressive as I expected. I thought the Jeep was the brand that aims to impress, but the car? It leaves no impression at all. We were impressed by the legacy of the Serbian capital. Now, let's discuss the legacy of the car. There's a common belief that it shares its platform with the Peugeot 2008, whatever platform actually means. I checked the Stellantis website and noticed that the 2 cars differ in terms of engine names, power output, body size, and classification. The Peugeot 2008 is an SUV equipped with the PureTech engine that delivers 101 horsepower with turbo injection. In contrast, the Jeep Avenger is a hatchback powered by the Longitude engine, which utilizes turbo direct injection, but it seems that 1 horse ran away as it only produces 100 horsepower. Now I feel clever too. I see myself as a source of extensive knowledge.
As we enter the city's historical district, the compact size of our car makes it easy to cruise comfortably through the narrow streets. The behavior over speed bumps, those lying policemen, well, Jeep might promise go anywhere, but sometimes it forgets to add smoothly.
Turn left onto Marsala Bergizova. In 300 meters, turn left.
Our journey continues toward the town of Panchevo. So, what about refueling the car, you may ask? Well, this is definitely a like for this vehicle. I would appreciate it if you give a like to the video too. The fuel efficiency is quite satisfying. I appreciate that it ranges between 17 to 20 kilometers per liter of gasoline. Since the onboard computer dynamically calculates the distance you can travel based on the amount of fuel and your driving style, you sometimes get the feeling that the fuel tank magically refills itself while you drive. But don't let it fool you. Your travel range can suddenly drop if you hit a hilly area or if Google Maps decides to send you down a cheeky little shortcut that turns out to be a mountain pass. I tried switching to eco mode to be even more efficient, but it backfired. The fuel efficiency dropped significantly, so I changed it back to automatic mode. So we entered Panchevo. I'm struggling a bit with reverse parking. The moment you realize just how spoiled modern tech has made us. Rear cameras, which this car doesn't have, do make parking feel like a video game. Take them away, and suddenly it's like piloting a tank. We're almost at Zdrelo, a location known for its nearby historical points of interest like Golubac Fortress and Manasija Monastery. It also offers hiking trails through stunning natural landscapes. Plus, it's close to Terme Zdrelo, a spa center where you can recharge after a long drive. That's exactly why we picked it. Welcome to a new day of the Avenger adventure. Let's talk about the car's exterior design. Despite attempts to dilute the classic Americana Jeep identity and morph it into something more Fiat-like, this car, by the way, shares its factory with the Avenger in Poland. It still manages to look bold and rugged. But there are a few details I just can't get behind. Like, why are the rear door handles hidden? Is this a Suzuki Swift? The wheel arches feel borrowed from Skoda, which softens the car's aggressive silhouette. The split design of the front lights has a Korean vibe, and the plastic trim is something you'd expect from Chinese styling. A true Jeep fan would prefer clean metal over gimmicks. These choices explain why the Jimny still feels more authentic than the Avenger. The Altitude model might lack the shinier Jeep logo touches you see on the electric or 4x4 versions, but it still features whimsical icons like the ladybug, the kid with the telescope, stars, and the word Jeep lurking in every corner, just in case you forget.
Европейская сборка. Потом они спрашивают.
Polacy, gdzie jest klipsa?
Now we're ready to impress the public with the Jeep Avenger and treat ourselves to some local points of interest. Today's main POI is the Manasija Monastery. I'm doing my best to impress with my driving, and I have to say the car is definitely helping. Since I usually drive an automatic, switching to manual gear came with some early challenges. Fortunately, the car is quite forgiving when starting in second gear, and allows for late gear changes, which makes the transition easier. We're getting closer to the monastery, and the road has started to climb. There are 3 people in the car, but I don't feel any lack of power. The engine's torque is noticeably stronger than that of the Suzuki Jimny, with similar overall performance.
Before we dive into the motor chamber, let me show you why I believe this area is a true paradise for driving and cycling enthusiasts. Welcome to sunrise over the Zdrelo. While the Avengers crew is busy with their breakfast mission, my task this morning is a vehicle checkup. Let's take a look inside the engine compartment. As expected, we've got a petrol engine under the hood, and I'm liking what I see. This engine compartment is designed with simplicity in mind. All the components are easy to disassemble and reassemble, making servicing and repairs straightforward for any local mechanic. I'm not too thrilled that a vehicle designed for tougher conditions has fallen victim to the current trend of color saving. In other words, the inner surfaces of the engine compartment aren't fully coated with paint. This might not affect performance directly, but it does raise concerns about long-term durability and corrosion resistance, especially for a vehicle expected to handle rough environments. Another area of concern is the engine mounting assembly. Its durability seems questionable. For example, here's the engine mount for my Swift. It supports an engine of similar size. Or take a look at the mount for my Kia Niro. It's comparable to the Avenger's, but it's reinforced with a solid metal cover. Anyway, my duty to give you a close-up is fulfilled. If you found this helpful, press the like button, and let's move on to Golubac.
Second-hand and 12,000 miles. Anyone interested?
The journey to Golubac's fortress takes us through the beautiful flatlands of Homolje, where the road is mostly straight and the panoramic views are truly breathtaking. The views are so beautiful and peaceful that we do not pay any attention to the potholes on the road surface, which are very noticeable to car occupants. I will keep the secrets of the museum to myself to avoid giving any spoilers. However, we all enjoyed our visit, taking in the stunning views from the fortress walls and exploring the informational displays. Finding connections between historical facts and modern TV series. Just remember to wear proper footwear. As we prepare for our next move to Vrdnik tomorrow, I'd like to focus on discussing the car's boot capacity today. Instead of measuring it in liters, let's consider it in terms of suitcases, as that is more relevant for our needs. During our investigation of the luggage compartment, we discovered that the rental car company had wisely removed the lower shelf, providing us with additional space. By dismounting the upper shelf from its hinges, we were able to fit 2 medium suitcases and 1 small suitcase inside the trunk, making them invisible from outside the car. Remember that leaving personal belongings visible in an unattended car is not advisable. Additionally, the boot capacity will directly affect our total vacation costs, as it will determine how much we can bring along or the cost of the car to feed belongings without the risk at leaving valuables exposed. Today is a crucial day for our review. We are driving from the welcoming village of Zdrelo in Homolje to the small town of Vrdnik, located at the base of Frushka Gora National Park. Our journey will cover 204 kilometers and take nearly 3 hours. This day gives us the opportunity to form a conclusion about the driving experience of the Jeep Avenger. I also got from the house owner an important message to spread over YouTube. Please remember to maintain a speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour in school zones. This is crucial for the safety of children and to avoid fines, as police often install speed traps in these areas. Now, let's focus on the driving experience. Thanks to Google Maps, we unexpectedly discovered a back-road shortcut. Let's check it out. Imagine me as a rally pilot, fully focused on the race and pushing aside any distracting thoughts, like what we'll have for dinner tonight. I envision myself leaping from dune to dune in the Paris-Dakar rally, my sights set on the podium and the fountains of sparkling champagne. For the record, I'm not accelerating too much. I'm currently trying to determine the speed at which the car's suspension helps us glide over radio resistance. I'm sure you know what I mean. I just hope all the animals in the nearby homes are safe. In conclusion, I didn't achieve the level of comfort I was hoping for while driving on the rural road. However, I felt more confident since I was in a car with high clearance.
In 200 meters.
We're making our way to the toll road. Are you ready for another Formula One episode? No, this would not happen. And that's why. First, the highway speed limit is set at 130 kilometers per hour. However, when I pushed our supersonic Avenger to 120 kilometers an hour, the cabin was filled with terrible noise. The vibrations of the engine hood behind the windshield became significant, and road control became challenging. Later, I studied that the maximum speed of the vehicle is actually 114 kilometers per hour. Additionally, the police set up speed traps on the toll roads as well. So if you haven't budgeted for the fees, staying under 114 kilometers per hour is the safest option. Honestly, I did not expect the nomination for the Constructors' Cup. However, this is a major disappointment. In reality of my life, 120 kilometers per hour is the low threshold for survival on a highway. Enough with my reflections. We have now passed Belgrade in the opposite direction, as you can see. We continue to use the toll roads, and we find the quality of these roads to be absolutely satisfactory, with reasonable prices. The rest areas and gas stations are frequent and generally well maintained, including small shops that offer everything you might need for your journey. We are continuing our drive through the small towns and picturesque valleys at the foot of Frushka Gora, heading towards the town of Vrdnik, while taking advantage of our speed superiority over agricultural vehicles. I apologize. The top speed listed is in miles per hour, not kilometers per hour. This translates to 183 kilometers per hour. They likely measured the car's free-fall speed from the Eiffel Tower. It's important to note that a small gas station may occasionally run out of benzene. We have arrived in Vrdnik. I expect you to prepare for the review of the Avenger's interior while I wait for dinner. First, however, we need to locate our new camp. 183 kilometers per hour? Are they dreaming? Finally, we have arrived at the gates of our rented property. Hello. What about the like to the video? Let's return to the interior of the car. This Jeep-branded vehicle was born in Poland and has strong Franco-Italian roots. Let's be honest with ourselves. This car is its spiritual and natural predecessor rather than that car. Let's check what the feeling inside it is. I will give you privacy to explore the car's interior,
But you can call me anytime if you need something.
Isn't it a lovely day for filming the car review? The weather is calling us to outdoor adventures, but we have pretty busy scheduler to change it. So, what are your feelings? What do you think about what you've seen? Your comments are important. And yes, it is the same interior as the Fiat 600 and Alfa Romeo Jr. I've included some scenes from a video published on the Condor Cars YouTube channel. Check the link in the description. Now, let's take a closer look at the dashboard, as it is the only distinct component in the interiors of these cars. To start with, there's something I didn't like. This issue is present across all the models I mentioned: the incompatibility between the size of the indicator cluster screen and its housing, which results in unsightly borders. It seems that Stellantis is suggesting you don't deserve their full effort on this aspect. The situation is even worse with the Junior.
I really like the 10-inch quarter screen, which features the Uconnect 10.25/10.25 nav system. This screen houses many system settings based on the car's modifications. It sits on the dashboard in a way that reminds me of our early attempts to fix Palm Pilots and the first GPS devices in our cars back in the early 2000s, adding a sense of adventure to the interior. Overall, its usage seems intuitive. However, for a better understanding, I'll include a link to the car's user manual in the video description. We also have a 10-inch digital instrumentation panel, which I appreciate for its unique appearance. It resembles a jet fighter cockpit. Where's the rocket release button? The shelf under the dashboard serves as a reminder of the brand's significant role in automotive history as a utilitarian car manufacturer. The ventilation openings appear organic and function effectively. As we continue toward the passenger door, we come to the glove compartment. Inside, you'll find the car's registration documents, the user manual, and 2 power tools. These tools are handy for removing any exterior or interior parts you might find unnecessary, such as the front grille assembly. Just a little joke. The steering wheel is of standard quality. It's worth noting that in my Kia Niro, the cruise control adjustment buttons are on the right side, while the phone controls are on the left. It seems that for Stellantis engineering, the response time for incoming calls is prioritized over the reaction time to changes in driving conditions. Lastly, I found a pause button, which my Kia Niro doesn't have. Definitely a nice addition.
The central console presents nothing interesting to us except for this. This gear shifter knob comes from classic sports cars. Its size and shape embody the golden ratio of car design. I would like to buy one, but I don't have a place to fit it. Sadly, its reverse gear ring has driven me crazy for almost 20 years. The seats. They are inside the car. No symptoms of back pain or associated conditions were reported. The Jeep logo on the pleasant-to-touch artificial leather adds a touch of luxury. However, the Renault Kangoo seats I drove 20 years ago were better. The back seat has nothing, features only a single USB charging port, and lacks an air conditioning outlet. I initially thought the jalousies were meant for passenger ventilation, but surprisingly, they are actually for ventilating the shark fin antenna. I have never encountered such technology before. Overall, the back seat is decent. It provides just enough space for legs and headroom for an average European. It can accommodate 2 adults or 3 young individuals. The second issue is the lack of storage space on the back door, which is common among this line of Stellantis cars. It's unfair, especially when you consider that the Peugeot 2008 offers ample space for a beverage, and its instrument cluster display fits perfectly in its designated area, probably because the 2008 is an SUV. We've already discussed the baggage compartment, but we haven't yet covered its interior features. Beneath the floor, there is a tire pump kit. Personally, I appreciate having this device because it allows me to avoid changing a wheel, especially since I live in an urban area with many tire repair shops. However, this means we won't be able to go on any adventures as we don't have a spare tire, which is something to keep in mind. One important point I forgot to mention is that the comfort level for getting in and out of the rear seat is not very high. These were the main aspects of the vehicle's interior. Now, let's go to Frushka Gora. Good morning. We are driving through the small town of Vrdnik, located at the foot of Frushka Gora National Park. It is not far from the historic towns of Subotica and Novi Sad, and it is also home to the Mevenpik resort Frushka Terme. I will summarize our journey over this region in one small overview to highlight the tourism options that we found. Frushka Gora is essentially a large wooded area covering a mountain, crisscrossed with hidden roads and hiking trails. It presents us with monasteries, vineyards, stylish and cozy restaurants, and some monumental landmarks. Just a heads up, if you're planning to visit these attractions, it's super helpful to know the driving directions or have a buddy to guide you along the way. Today, we had a bit of an adventure when Google Maps didn't quite lead us where we expected. It felt a little like fate guided us down a forest road to test how our car would handle it. We ended up getting a bit lost, but honestly, it's all part of the journey, right? I hope you can understand why I'm choosing not to continue exploring the forest. I'll leave the hunt for elves and hobbits to someone else. Wishing you all the best on your adventure. After spending some time familiarizing ourselves with the roads and turns of Frushka Gora, we finally discovered the entrance to the hiking trail. As we continued along the road, we encountered notable Serbian landmarks, including the Sloboda Monument, where we explored a short trail. We also witnessed the somber remnants of Serbia's modern history at the ruined TV tower. These explorations wrap up the day for us. Since we previously established that this video focuses on automotive issues, I will only discuss the roads we traveled to the towns of Subotica and Novi Sad. I think setting aside one day for each visit would be great. The drive to Subotica takes about an hour and a half, passing through the suburbs of Novi Sad, and doesn't present any major challenges. Therefore, you won't need the second pilot to read the map. The city itself reminded me of Bruges, and the parking we found is situated in the center of the old town. Just head in the direction of the steeples. You are encouraged to research the history of this town to enhance your experience while visiting. Happy researching! And please remember to comment on my video. As a tip for fellow tourists, consider buying groceries and exchanging money here, as the stores are conveniently located near the parking area. Novi Sad is actually quite close to Vrdnik. The road will take you through Frushka Gora and then become a highway that crosses the Danube via a modern bridge. There are no driving tips to share this time.
Continue for 2 kilometers.
Visiting Novi Sad on Sundays is a great idea, which I will recommend to you, because the wine tastings and market at the Petrovard and Fortress take place after 5 p.m. We chose the big fashion mall with ample parking as our starting point for exploring the city. The Old Town is about a 15-minute walk from the mall, which is manageable, but it takes around half an hour to walk from the mall to the fortress. This could be a concern on a hot summer day. This is the time for reflection on my roads experience. I initially felt skeptical about the trip to Serbia, thinking there wouldn't be much to do or see. However, I was pleasantly surprised. The travel was safe, our accommodations were comfortable, and we created some wonderful new memories. Tomorrow, the triumphant journey of the 100 horses, united as one within the car, will come to an end as we navigate through the rivers, mountains, and valleys of Serbia. The final task for the Avenger is to take us back to Nikola Tesla Airport in Belgrade, Serbia. I have complete confidence in the success of this operation. This also means I have one last duty to fulfill. Let's look around the bottom. This is the rear axle of the suspension, which features a traditional mix of elements designed to be simple and cost-effective. Next, we have several plastic chambers, likely intended for potential electric batteries. The front of the car is equipped with a standard McPherson strut suspension. Finally, I said it, McPherson. The whole video was about to say McPherson. There are no multi-link or double wishbone elements on this model. Everything is very straightforward, functional, and typical for a low-end car suspension. While this simplicity may be acceptable, similar to the approach taken by Kaiser Willys, it has its drawbacks. When we examine the technical specifications of the Avenger Jeep models, it becomes apparent that increasing the engine's power does not enhance the car's dynamics. This is likely due to the limitations of the suspension quality. From the data, it is clear that certain parameters of cross-country capability remain consistent across all car models, including the 4x4 variants. This is important information to consider before challenging or purchasing a car. Overall, my Kia Niro has the same suspension construction and performs well. It seems that my grandma's Persian carpet was recycled to create this motor protection shield. However, what my Niro lacks are the elements of airspace technology introduced by Stellantis, such as the tapes, the insulating tapes. After encountering this groundbreaking technology, I immediately inspected the other cars to see if they had insulating tape on their suspension elements. To my surprise, none of them did. Not even the most advanced vehicle in our Scuderia boasted such innovations in its design. Check out my best friend's vehicle. It's time to show it some love. Let's get some likes on this. I can't see any tape that was used during production. Now, let's take a look at my Swift. No tape there either. Could it be that the engineers of the Avengers will bring us back ancient technologies forgotten by modern civilization? Let's check out this 80s Wrangler. It seems like insulating tape wasn't invented at that time. Now it's your turn to share your comments. Since we cannot outline something else, the widespread use of insulating tapes should highlight the car's uniqueness and exclusivity. Are you sure this is the car of the year? I often compare the Jeep Avenger to the Kia Niro and Suzuki Swift, as these are the cars I currently drive. Many other bloggers make similar comparisons. I have to say that while the Kia Niro is undoubtedly better than the Jeep Avenger, it simply lacks the Jeep logo. On the other hand, the Swift serves as a quality benchmark for comparing affordable vehicles in terms of design and production, and it also leaves a better impression than the Avenger. However, my video focuses on renting a car rather than purchasing one. Here's a summary of my customer review along with my conclusions. Pros. The car successfully took us to all the reasonable destinations we wanted to visit. The fuel efficiency is quite good. It is equipped with modern features such as adaptive cruise control and speed limit recognition. The high ground clearance is beneficial for visiting rural areas. Cons. Don't expect a thrilling driving experience from this vehicle. It is a compact car that can comfortably accommodate a maximum of 3 people, unless you minimize your luggage. I wouldn't recommend renting a car with more than 30,000 kilometers on the odometer. Always remember that it does not come with a spare wheel. While to me at the moment, this product looks more shiny than good, time will tell if it gains popularity. In any case, customization kits and projects are already available on the market. I believe this car has the potential for various customization projects.
This yellow wooden cart, photographed in Serbia, reflects the country's rural heritage and engineering ingenuity. Historically used for transporting goods and people, such carts were vital to village life. Built from durable hardwoods like oak, the cart's large stoked wheels and iron rims were designed to handle rough terrain efficiently. Its simple yet effective design, wooden axles, slatted sides, and hand-forged joints, shows a deep understanding of mechanics and material strength. Thanks.
This concludes the vlog. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.